I'm going to show you guys how to sell your home without a realtor here in Toronto. This might sound a little controversial as I am a Toronto real estate broker. However, I want to go through the steps on how to sell your home without a realtor here in Toronto 2021. So first of all, you have to come up with a real estate marketing plan. This is extremely important as this is going to map out your process on how to sell your home. Every single little detail that you need to cover from start to finish. Where I would start is market research. You need to know what properties have sold in your area, whether it's the nearest homes in your neighborhood or similar units within your building, because this is how you're gonna set your selling price. If your property is overpriced, people might overlook it and not come see your property. If it's undervalued, you might get too many people interested that actually don't even qualify to buy your property. Next, you have to figure out where you're gonna post your property for sale. Is it gonna be Kijiji, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace? There's not that many options available, and I honestly think that the leads you're gonna generate yourself on Kijiji probably aren't the best. I don't even know if Craigslist is still around, but good luck with that. Facebook Marketplace is probably your best bet, as at least there you can verify people's identity. All right, next, you wanna get some wicked photos of your property, maybe some really cool drone shots and drone videos of your unit. So now you need to know which company is gonna do those photos for you. Are you gonna take them on your iPhone yourself? Or maybe you have a camera at home that you want to try and do your best? You would be surprised on actually how important photos are. A lot of people just click through photos and that's how they pick the units they want to see. So let me ask you this. Do you know any companies out there that will do this for you? Or are you just gonna run a quick Google search and go with the top ad and that's how you're gonna land on your photos? Regardless, photo and video is a must for your property. It's gonna get the most exposure and people want to see photos prior to come seeing that property. All right. You got photos, it's on Craigslist. Now you want to put a cool for sale sign on your property. Where do you get those from? Because I didn't even know that before. Who knows that? You gonna make it yourself? Do you know where to get a for sale sign from? Do you know how to make it look good? Do you know where to put it on your property? And do you know the rules that actually are behind putting up a for sale sign on your property? Again, unlikely. And on top of that, if you're planning on hosting an open house, make sure you know your city's bylaws on these open house rules and the open house signs, because I can almost guarantee you the city will come around and take those signs down for you. All right, so we're getting closer. For sale signs up, you have the photos, it's on Kijiji and Craigslist. Now you want to get some nice pamphlets for your property, so when people walk through, they can have a little takeaway to remind them of how great your house was. So who designs this? Is this something you do? Even if you're a creative person, this can be very overwhelming as you've probably never seen one before or very few of them. So what stats do you put on this? Do you put wording? Is it just photos? What else goes on these pamphlets and where do you even get them printed off? All right, now this next step might be the most important step, staging and decluttering. It's absolutely shocking to see the difference in sale prices versus a staged unit and an unstaged unit. Even if you have great furniture and you live a very tidy lifestyle, you have to remember to declutter your property, take down any family photos, and you want to make this property as appealing as possible to the other buyers. And if you don't have that nice modern furniture, of course staging is the best option. So staging a property can be pretty expensive, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So typically what a stager does is they come in, they assess your home, and they'll make a plan for you. And they'll tell you what you need to remove or what you need to add to best sell your property and get top dollar for that property. Now this next point is more for a home specifically, but something that most people probably don't even know exists. When you're selling your home, it's likely that a buyer would come in with a home inspection condition. With a home inspection condition in place, this buyer essentially has an out to walk away at any point. So what you want to do as a seller is have a home inspection already done and paid for prior to listing your property live on whichever platform you choose. So now you want to get this home inspection done. Where do you get a home inspection done? Again, you're probably gonna turn to Google and pick that top ranked person that might be the most expensive and maybe not the most reliable. All right, you did it. It's on Facebook, you have photos, you have the pamphlets, you have the for sale sign, home inspection is done and ready to provide to your buyers. Everything looks great, it's decluttered and staged. So now you're ready for showings. So for the safety of your home, you obviously wanna be home for all showings. You would be surprised at how many people will actually wanna come through your house during the day. Are you gonna be able to take time off work every single day, all day? Because not a lot of buyers wanna come just at night, they wanna come during the day as well. And if you're not able to be there at those showings, those are buyers that might potentially just take their business elsewhere because they're not able to get in to view your property. Let's be honest, all of us have sold something on Kijiji or Facebook or Craigslist, and how many times do people come in at full asking price on anything you put on there? Almost never. So the same would be for your house. You're likely gonna get an offer that's under asking price, which again is okay, it's a good starting point, But do you know where to take it to? Do you know the next negotiating steps? Also, keep in mind, if you don't have a real estate agent representing you, you're going to have to pay a little more to the lawyer because they have a lot more work to do. Let's say the offer you get is actually from another realtor, and you're willing to pay that other realtor. That other realtor representing the buyer is going to be doing the paperwork up for his buyer and submitting the documents to you. Do you even know what documents should be submitted? Do you know what to look for in these documents? Some of these documents and some of these offers are 15 pages plus with a lot of legal wording mixed in there. The main reason for this is because that realtor is representing the buyer's best interest. They are not representing your interest whatsoever, so you have to protect yourself. Okay, amazing. Both parties have agreed to a price, the documents are signed. What's next? A few quick things you need to keep in mind is you need to now find out which real estate lawyer you're going to use to represent yourself in this transaction. You also need to be aware if there were any conditions that need to be fulfilled in this offer. For example, was there a home inspection? Is there a financing condition clause? For a condo, was there a status certificate review? These are all things that you need to make sure are completed within the timely manner that was established in that transaction. I know this seems like a very lengthy process, and that's because it is. There are actually quite a few more steps than this and a lot more than people think. And again, this is referring back to the first point, having a real estate marketing plan, which is so important to sell your home, and making sure you have the exact process in mind of what you need to do to get top dollar for your home. And the point that I want to hit home here is that people don't have the time, the money, or the energy to invest in these steps. For example, staging is typically covered by the realtor, which could save you a lot of money. Real estate agents have a long vendor list as well. We know great mortgage brokers, lawyers, painters, and anyone else that you need access to. At the end of the day, you might actually save yourself some money by hiring a realtor, and it's definitely worth something to think about. And if you have any questions on this selling process, feel free to reach out and let me show you how I can sell your home and get you top dollar with a stress-free environment. If you're enjoying this video so far and all the content that I'm putting out, please hit the subscribe button below. I really appreciate it.